Today we've got the great pleasure of having Dee Sharma with us, and Dee's going to come on in and share a little bit about the background of this whole philosophy of East meets West and some of the things that Infinitus is doing now. So go ahead and grab a piece of paper and a pencil, and welcome to the call today, and over to Dee Sharma.
Good afternoon, everyone. So pleased to be on the call today. For those of you who are joining in for the first time, my background is product development and regulatory, and my passion is products that work. My passion is products that are quality, and of course, my passion is health is wealth. So without our health, we cannot be functioning in this world and abundant on all levels. This is a great opportunity for, as I've said in previous calls, for the best of the East merging with the best of the West. So the regulatory paradigm in North America is considered to be golden standards, as I've mentioned before, throughout the world. The West, ironically, has provided the East with a regulatory standard by which they have succeeded. So in Canada, we have a very strict platform, a very strict number of requirements, and through MMP, through Mark's excellent work, and through my background, we have ascertained that all of the products that you are currently taking, you can be assured that they are the highest level of standards. The great news is that even though we have a fantastic standard of evidence here in Canada and an extraordinary platform by which we can measure the quality of products, we unfortunately do not have a very strong Eastern presence within Canada, within North America, that sort of epitomizes the wisdom of the East. There's an old Chinese proverb that goes, reading thousands of books is not as useful as walking thousands of miles. Infinitus epitomizes utilizing not only knowledge and wisdom, which the West is very good at providing, but also encourages values of action. Be proactive with your health. Take these supplements on a regular basis. Build your immunity, versus the West being very reactive. Again, we have so much to learn from the East and vice versa. This is a great opportunity for us to join forces in a symbiotic way. The Chinese have provided us with something that will put a spring in your step, that will boost resistance to illness and other and boost your immune system. Some of the things that you can do and some action steps today that I would like to talk about is sharing a few examples of how I'm putting things in action in my life. Yesterday I made a terrific vegetarian soup. Following the TCM advice, vegetables such as carrots, radishes, Chinese cabbage, spinach, leeks, and asparagus, I put that all into a terrific soup and actually put in the pu'er tea. I added these specific vegetables because according to the traditional Chinese medicine theory, they contain an enzyme that destroys nitrosamine, and also this helps to prevent tumor formation. I also made a fantastic salad dressing and salad. I put in the salad dressing, I also put the pu'er tea. Again, fantastic taste, very benign, very mild, mixes with everything. And again, research the TCM advice in terms of adding carrots, radishes in my salad. These contain lignans, which increase phagocytosis, and the phagocytes ingest harmful bacteria and foreign matter by 2 to 3 times. So basically, my call to action for you guys is read a little bit about the TCM theories, read a little bit about the wisdom that they have, thousands of years of wisdom, and incorporate that with your product. And know that the quality that you are consuming is incredibly high. The traditional method used in Asia is a very precise extraction. In other words, Infinitus is extremely careful in obtaining high-quality products and ensuring that the amounts of therapeutic constituents are very precise. To give you one example, a lot of the other traditional Chinese medicines out there use grinding processes. So they may grind the mushrooms. For example, this could cause damage to the active therapeutic components. Remember, when you're looking at a product and you see just the label and the marketing and the NPN number, that doesn't necessarily mean that it is the top level quality. The minutiae, the subtleties of the manufacturing process are very important when you're comparing different brands out there. So, for example, Infinitus, they have manufacturing abilities that gently release the medicinal components so that they remain intact, they remain active, and most importantly, they remain bioavailable. So that's it for now. I encourage you all to try some new recipes, take some action steps in that regard, and remember, compliance is very important, folks. Hopefully last week some of you got those vitamin containers. Hopefully some of you are proactive in getting a few extra products and keeping them in your car, in your purse, by your bed. I have about 4 locations where I put my medicines to make sure that I do not miss a dose, folks, because you can have the best herbs in the world, but if you are not taking them consistently, you will not find the benefits. And we all want you to live and enjoy the benefits so that we can spread the word and let people know how terrific we're feeling. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dee. Amazing, great information. And now we're going to turn it over to Mr. Mark Priemer, who's a research scientist. He's a product formulator, and also the one that Infinitus selected to take care of all the batch testing of the products, and the also working together with Health Canada to get the numerous products that Infinitus has released. So we're glad to have Mr. Mark Priemer with us today. Mark, over to you.
Thank you, Rob. And so here comes the compliance stuff. Rob promised that there were a couple of special announcements to make today, and Rob is correct. Here they are. If you've been following us through the last several weeks, you know that we have submitted licensing applications to Health Canada for 2 additional products. One is called B Circulation Aid, and the other is called Shazandra Plus. Well, today I am very pleased to announce that Health Canada has approved both of those products. So very shortly, these products will be available to us here in Canada, and shortly thereafter, upon official launch, available to our friends in the United States. I want to share with you some additional factors. It goes beyond just getting an approval from Health Canada. As Rob suggests, I am a product formulator. I see the intricacies and intimacies of thousands of products, and I want to assure you that these are the real deal. Today I would like to discuss the B Circulation Aid product that has been assigned natural product number 800742225, and that's available on the Health Canada website. It's in the public domain. Anybody can look at it. And as Dee suggested, when Infinitus made the decision to begin their entry into the Western Hemisphere through Canada, saying that Canada, along with Australia, have the highest regulatory standards for dietary supplements in the world, that statement is very true. In Canada, it is mandatory to make label claims for these products, and we have an obligation to prove to Health Canada that these products are safe and will do what the label claim says the products will do. That's quite a bit unlike the United States, where dietary supplements all carry a disclaimer box that says the Food and Drug Administration has not evaluated this product with respect to its capability to treat or mitigate any illness. In Canada, we have to prove it, and by the issuance of the natural product number, Health Canada is saying they agree. They've evaluated our evidence of safety and efficacy, and they support the notion that this product will do what this product says it's going to do. Accordingly, in formulations in Canada, in order to achieve this successful acknowledgement from the government, the quantities of the ingredients have to be right. In the United States, as we've talked about with regard to proprietary blends and such in the past, if you look at labels closely and you actually look at the concentrations of individual ingredients, you'll see a milligram of this, a milligram of that. Because the FDA hasn't evaluated the formulation, there's no obligation on the part of the manufacturer to prove that the product does anything for you. In many cases, it's just ingredient recognition. They just want to be able to say that there's something of that ingredient in the product, whether it does you any good or not. It's different in Canada. Here, let me indicate to you what the ingredients are in B-Circulation Aid and how much of each. We start with ginkgo biloba, and the daily dosage is 4.8 grams of ginkgo, not 1 milligram, not a quarter of a milligram. It's a genuine amount of ginkgo that will do the job for you. Next, we have Perilla frutescens at 1.4 grams per day, salvia at 630 milligrams, crataegus, also known as hawthorn, at 630 milligrams, Panax notoginseng at 120 milligrams, and Alisma plantago aquaticus at 420 milligrams. You might not be familiar with all of these herbs, but remember, these formulations are put together according to the principles of traditional Chinese medicine. They all support one another, and in the product, they all contribute to the net result of taking the product. So in bullet form, I've been warned about bullet points. I've said, add bullet points. People don't want to listen to you ramble on all day, so here are bullet points. This formulation specifically, the one called B-Circulation Aid, supports circulation and cognition. Keep in mind what we're talking about here. This is a product that does not have any of the medicinal mushrooms in it. This is a bit of a departure for the company, and there will be many others that follow along this vein, products that do not contain medicinal mushrooms. They have many health-related purposes in mind. So Perilla inhibits the peroxidation of low-density lipoproteins that circulates in our bloodstream, and this peroxidation is strongly related to the development of atherosclerosis. Salvia is used to treat patients suffering from heart attacks, angina, and stroke. Hawthorn provides, and I'm quoting from one of the papers that is now up on the website or will be shortly, because remember, we always support the statements we make with publications from the scientific literature. We show the papers in full. Hawthorn provides significant benefit as an adjunctive treatment for chronic heart failure. Alisma is used to treat hyperlipidemia, edema, inflammation, and so many other common maladies. And Panax notoginseng is used to treat cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and increase exercise tolerance. Ginkgo biloba treats peripheral circulation and cognitive impairment. So look at what we have with this product. In clinically effective dosages of the ingredients, this is the product to use if you're getting a little bit older and you're starting to repeat things. This is the product to use if you're getting a little bit older and starting to repeat things. Come on, everybody, that was funny. And if you have any sort of circulatory difficulty, remember, these are all related. Cognitive decline often relates to difficulties with the circulatory system in the brain. This formula is meant for people that have had cardiovascular difficulties, circulatory problems, and cognitive decline. So as we get older, this is an ideal product for people. Again, all of the references are available or will be available very shortly on the website. And next week I will get into Shizandra Plus. Rob, back to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mark. Amazing stuff there, and this sounds like a great product. We know that. I believe, Mark, is it still heart disease the number one killer in North America?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And heart disease ties in very closely with the phenomenon of stress.
Oh.
And as everybody in this room will tell you, don't get me started on stress. It's too late. I'm already started on stress. That is what I do as a career. I treat stress, and I study stress and its metabolic consequences. That's where Shizandra Plus comes into play. And the combined benefit of all of these products from Infinitus really is to reduce the stress in your life, improve your health and wellness in so many ways, enhance your immune system, and all of these products are compatible with each other. There are no side effects from them. There are no interactions with any of the prescription drugs you may or may not be taking. It is a solid program with therapeutically effective products.
Mark, thank you so much, and that's powerful information for all of us. Thanks, everybody, for being with us today here on Wednesday afternoon.